A rock opera is a collection of rock music with lyrics that relate to a common story. Generally not scripted for the stage or for acting or let's say a play. And this is what would differentiate a rock opera from a regular opera or a musical or a movie that is a musical. A rock opera is an album, and it is track one through the end of the album, and within that body of work is a story, and this is what would make it a rock opera. Promises in the Wind would certainly fall within that definition. Some debate over whether all the songs are really rock songs or not, but again, within the spirit of the definition of rock opera, Promises in the Wind certainly falls within that purview. Promises in the Wind is a story. It's a 13-track album, a story of a young man who's married with small children. He lives up in the Pacific Northwest, and he works in the logging industry. The logging industry is not doing real well, and a lot of people are starting to get laid off for no other reason than there's not enough business. There's just not enough work to support everybody. So this young man in the story decides that he needs to find something better for his family. So what he's going to do is go off on his own somewhere and find gainful employment. And when he does, and he gets settled himself, he'll bring his family to him, and his family and himself can move on. He does that. He goes to Alaska, and he goes to California, and he goes to Kansas, and he goes all over the country. And because the economic times are bad, no industry was really hiring long term, and he has a lot of trouble getting any kind of employment. And he does this for years. And he finally meets a guy. He's in a taxi cab, and he hears this radio commercial for a guy that is selling a book, or actually giving a book away for free. And he ends up meeting this guy, and the book was all about how to make money in the stock market, specifically in stock options. So he gets the book, he meets the guy, he takes the course, and he moves to New York City. And the guy ends up taking him under his wing and teaching him how to do this. And the young man in the story does pretty well. He actually becomes very successful. And he's making money hand over fist and doesn't know what to do with it all. And he starts the party life. He starts buying condos and cars and lots of drinking and drugs and living the good life, and kind of forgets about his family back home, who are waiting patiently for him. So by the end of the story, his wife is pretty much fed up with him and wants to leave him. And the last track of the song is him after having lost all his money in a crash, a stock market type crash or a personal stock market crash, makes some mistakes, and all of a sudden all of his money's gone. He goes crawling back to his wife, and he wants to get back with her. So that's the gist of the story. Promises in the Wind. It's a good story. It will keep you amused for 56 minutes to an hour. It's not real long, but it is entertaining. And so I hope you would download it. I hope you stream it. Buy the CD. It's available on my website, mattmettingsmusic.com. And thanks for listening. My name is Matt Mettings. Hope to see you around.